Hi, this is Janine Mills with Exquisite Natural by Design, LLC. Please visit our website, www.exquisitenaturalbydesign.com, or you can shoot us an email at exquisitenbd@gmail.com. Today we're going to talk in two areas. One, we're going to talk about the foot file that's used during the pedicure services. We're going to talk about Callus shavers. And the second thing is we're going to talk about some cuticle oil or natural oil for the cuticles. First, I'm going to break down using the foot file or Callus shavers. Now here is a very common device that I'm pretty sure everybody may know what this is. This is called a Callus shaver. You can buy this at most beauty stores. I've seen it sold most beauty stores. Sally Beauty sells it as well. And this is a Callus shaver, which is illegal to use in pretty much all 50 states. It houses a razor blade within the silver part here. And what you do with it is you normally will put it on the heel of the foot or wherever you see the thickness dead skin on the foot, and you will start to go in a downward motion to shave off the dead skin. Now the problem with using this device and why it's considered illegal is because a lot of people have misused this product. A lot of people have misused it, and they've caused open wounds, and from open wounds you're now more susceptible to getting bacteria, infection, and a host of other types of diseases. So that's why it's considered illegal to use within a salon setting. It is sold in most major beauty stores because as a personal individual, you can purchase this and use it on yourself at home. It's illegal to use in the salon, but it's not illegal for you to use at home if that's what you choose to do with it. Now, in talking with the Callus shaver, here is the second type. And then I kept it in its original one. I thought this one was cute and very interesting. It's a Callus shaver as well. It's still on the same line as this one. Okay. Now, I'm going to read to you the back of this where it has a nice warning. And I love it when I was reading it, and that's why I purchased it. It says, warning, keep out of reach of children. Of course, that's good. Avoid touching or wiping the blade because you're going to cut yourself. That's why they don't want you wiping or touching anywhere close to where the blade area is. Keep razor in a dry place. Razors, because it's a metal, it can rust. Just so you'll know. Handle with extreme care because you can cut yourself. Some people like to play doctor, and that's not a safe thing to do. Do not shave live skin. That's where most people become excessive because as you start to cut off the dead skin, trust me, it takes a little time before you can get to the live skin. Some people cannot calibrate how much dead skin they have versus live skin. So that's why they're telling you you do not want to shave live skin. And this is my favorite one in the warnings. And this is one of the things that I talk and tell my diabetics this as well. Diabetics or hemophiliacs should not, and like I was saying, with the diabetic or hemophiliacs should not use this product. I tell my diabetics all the time that I work with, all of my clients who are diabetic or even pre-diabetic, I always let them know you should not at any point in time being cut by a Callus shaver. Mama. And the reason why diabetics, you do not want to use these machines on yourself or in a practitioner's hand is because if you start cutting this dead skin and then you start to bleed. Now, one thing I know with any razor, when you start shaving on it, you can uneven the skin. So like just because one part looks good, the other part could be cut into. You can have ridges into the skin. And if you start to bleed, diabetics, it is harder to stop bleeding bleeding on you than an average person. And now you are really open to bacteria infection and getting some type of disease that you really don't want. Again, you pay for a service, not a disease, not an infection, not to have to go to the emergency room for using products that is prohibited by law. And I do not recommend that you use any of these at home as well. Another, believe it or not, this looks harmless enough, but again, it is still prohibited by law, which means it should not be used in a salon setting. And the reason is because this is a metal, like cheese grater. There's just no other better way to say it. That's like a metal cheese grater. Okay? And metal is prohibited to be used in a salon when it comes to a foot file. It really is prohibited. Now, I've showed you things of what you shouldn't use within a salon, and I don't recommend that you use them at home, but if you do, it's within your means to do so. But I don't want to leave you empty-handed. So I have 2 foot files that I absolutely love. And they are really, really good to use. It's good. They're very professional. And they last a while, especially with good maintenance. This is the Red Clover foot file. I love this file. As you see, it has 2 sides. A coarse side and a finer side. And the reason I love this file is because I've had this particular file close to 3 years, and I've used it professionally. It's easy to sanitize, and it really is durable. Now, be careful because a lot of people come to me and say, oh, I went and bought the red foot file and it doesn't work. And then when I ask them to bring their foot file to me so I can see what they bought, it's not the Red Clover. There is a red file, not considered the Red Clover file. And the difference between the two is the red file, it is a red file, but it's very thin. It doesn't have the same thickness as the Red Clover. It doesn't. The red metal part, the red plastic part here, it does not have the same thickness. The Red Clover is a very durable, thick file. And it's really good to use. And you can use this buffer to buff off after you finish aggressively attacking that dead skin. But like with any file, just remember not to overdo it. And that's where we come up short sometimes in the salon. And you can also come up short at home. You see it and you just want to keep going. Remember, you are dealing with your skin. And even if it's on the foot, on your hands, too much rubbing is going to irritate it, and it will cause a cut, a burn to come into your skin that needs to heal. So this is the Red Clover. It's a really, really good file. You can get this at Sally's Beauty Store, and it retails for about $9.99, so about $10. I've seen them online, varying anywhere from $9 to I think about $13 or $14. I've seen this file right here. It's worth the money because it really does last. It lasts. Now the second one is this is more of a pumice stone with a handle. It's the best way to describe this. Now I will caution you. This is a good file, but you have to know the grades of your foot and the dead skin that you have. For someone like me, this one might be considered too aggressive because I have some dead skin that I would like to, slough off, but not nearly enough for this file. Using this on a foot that doesn't have enough dead skin is going to cut into your skin, and you don't want that. So you have to really know the gradients of your dead skin on your foot. This is for someone almost like if you're using like one of these, the little metal files at home, it's the same difference. You still have to have enough dead skin for it to catch. So this one is really good, and I love it because it has a little, I know it's probably hard being on the video, but it has a dip into it, and so it fits really good in the heel, where you can go back and forth on the heel, back and forth on the heel to really remove that dead skin. And it's a very durable file. And this one retails at about $6.99. And but it's fairly low maintenance, and of course you want to wash them with an antibacterial soap. I like to soak them in some hospital grade solution, and then I would put it into a sterilizer just because I love to keep them. But this one, they both last for about 3 years. I've never had problems with any one of these, and these are good to use in the salon. So, of course, I couldn't leave you empty handed by just saying what you shouldn't use or is prohibited by law to use within a salon setting without giving you something that is safe to use. And I'm pretty sure on these two that you might have one. And please email me and let me know which ones work really well for you. And I promise I'll do a video on those because there are a lot of foot files, but I like the thicker ones. Anything with a thick base, I really, really like. Because it's going to be durable, and you want something that's going to stand up against you sanitizing them so that you can get more use out of them. The thinner ones tend to go bad very quick, maybe only get one use, where you can get several uses out of these files, and they're very, like I said, they stand up against the cleaning and sanitation of those files. So these are very good files to use. And again, both of them you can get at Sally Beauty Store. This one I know for sure you can get at Sally's Beauty Store. I have not seen it in any other type of beauty store as of today. But this one you can buy online. I've seen this one online a lot, especially at Amazon. But I just sometimes, if I don't have enough time, I will just go into Sally Beauty Store and pick me up one. And they are a little bit more expensive, but you get what you pay for sometimes, and it's the durability of it that you really want. And it really, really works on exfoliating, removing, sloughing off the dead skin. So that is the foot files for today. Now I'm going to talk to you about natural oils. I love cuticle oil, which most cuticle oils deals with different natural oils that you can use in combination or you can use separately. Olive oil, I know you've heard the name olive oil, coconut oil. Um, there's so many more, grapeseed oil, um, walnut oil. I can go down a slew of list of oils that are really good that you can use. Sea buckthorn is another oil that's really good. Carrot seed oil is another one. But this is a cuticle oil that I like to keep in my own purse and that I use. And the great thing about cuticle oil is you want to protect your cuticles. Your cuticles is that protective barrier to where your nail growth is coming in. So if you screw up your cuticles, 9 times out of 10, your nails growing in can come in a lot softer, brittle, hard, and break easily. So that's why you would like to use a cuticle oil that you can just keep. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like in a tube like this. I've taken here, this is just some coconut oil that I put in a little container that I got at the dollar store. It comes 6 in a pack at the dollar store. And I just put some coconut oil in there. And this is my own personal one. And I believe in sanitizing the hands. But I'm going to use this one actually. So what you want to do is just take the oil and put it at the base like that of your cuticle. As you see, I haven't rubbed anything in. All I'm doing is tapping it at the base of my cuticle. And you're going to see such a difference with how your nails grow using a good natural oil on your cuticles. Cuticle oil, it is still a natural oil. You're going to notice that you're going to have that natural shine that people like on their nails, and your nails are going to grow a little thicker and stronger. They're going to be stronger because of that. So as you see, I just put some at the base, and all I'm doing is massaging it in. You see that? And I like to use my thumb, and I like to use this part right here of the thumb. And as I'm massaging, I push back on that cuticle. I do not like to cut cuticles if I don't have to. I really don't like to do that. But you can naturally push it back and it's non-aggressive. You see how I'm doing that? And as I'm massaging in the cuticle oil, all I'm doing is just slightly pushing back on my cuticles. And I do this, and I'm telling you, your nails will grow so much stronger by doing this. There we go. And I'm just rubbing it in. And with the coconut oil, a little bit goes a long way, so you don't have to use a whole lot. And that's just me. And I like to work on the base. And as you see, now with the coconut oil, even though it's in a solid form right now, the minute it hits your skin and you got that heat going on in your skin, it's going to melt. It's not going to stay solid long. As you see, I don't even know if you can tell, but it literally just melted the minute it hit my skin. It's not solid. And I'm just doing the same thing on the other hand. On my left hand, I use the cuticle oil stick that I use. And then on the other hand, I'm just using some coconut oil. And I'm just massaging it in. And it's a good protective barrier. It's beautiful to use. And I use it on my hands and feet. And you're going to see how beautiful your nails grow. Use it. You can use that once a day, really. Because a little bit goes a long way. You're just massaging it in and look at there. And that's all it takes to help protect your cuticles. That help protect your nails if they're growing out. You damage your cuticles, it's possible you can damage where your nails grow out. And you don't want that. So that's just a quick tip to use. And that is the reason why you will want to use a cuticle oil to help protect your cuticles and help protect the growth of your nails. And I'm telling you, the more you use it, and it's not something, again, as anything else, you don't want to overuse it. But like if you get to a regimen, I do it at least, it's safe to do every day, but I do it at least 3 times a week. I would just, like a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will sit here on cuticle oil, like right before I go to bed, or even I'll keep like the coconut oil in the bathroom. And after I wash my hands and sanitize, I'll use the cuticle, and I literally just sit there for a couple of minutes and just, massage it in. And you'll just have beautiful, stronger, longer nails. So I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you had fun as much as I had fun talking about these topics in a very short form. So again, we just went over the foot files, what not to use in a salon because it's prohibited by law, and what are safe to use in a salon and at home. And also using cuticle oil. You can go buy some cuticle oil, and most cuticle oils are different blends of natural oil, or you can just go to one type of natural oil. Like this is just, like I said, cuticle oil. This container I got at the dollar store, it was 6 of them for $1. And as you see when you open it, I just put some coconut oil in there, and I use it, with like a little popsicle stick to put it on there. But this one is mine, so I will use it after my hands are clean. So I just hope you enjoyed yourself. Again, my name is Janine with Exquisite Natural by Design. And please visit our website at www.exquisitenaturalbydesign.com or give us an email at exquisitenbd@gmail.com. Thank you, and see you next week.